Am I the a-hole for refusing to help my brother after he spent all his inheritance on his wedding? Here's the situation. I, 30 male, have an older brother, Logan, 34 male. We were both left a pretty significant inheritance when our parents passed away. For context, my parents were really clear that the money was for important things like education, housing, or starting a business, basically to build a stable future. When Logan got his share of the money, he blew it on a ridiculously extravagant wedding. We're talking $50,000 for a one-day event. I'm not against spending money on a nice wedding, but he hired a famous chef, rented out a historical mansion, and had over 300 guests. Meanwhile, his fiancée didn't even have a stable job, and Logan's career as a freelance artist wasn't exactly bringing in consistent income. I thought it was crazy, but I kept my mouth shut at the time because, hey, it's his money, right? Fast forward a year after the wedding and surprise Logan and his wife are now broke. They're living in a tiny apartment, drowning in credit card debt because they didn't have enough for their basic expenses. Now here's where I might be the a-hole. Last month, Logan came to me practically begging for financial help. He wanted me to lend him a chunk of my inheritance so he could get back on his feet and pay off his debts. He swore it would just be a loan and that he'd pay me back eventually. But considering he's barely making rent each month, I doubt I'd ever see that money again. I refused. I told him that I was planning to use my inheritance for a down payment on a house and to save for my future, just like our parents wanted. He flipped out, calling me selfish and accusing me of abandoning family when they need help the most. He even dragged our late parents into it, saying that they'd be ashamed of me for turning my back on him. Now my family's all involved. My sister, Emma, says I'm being harsh and that it's just money I can make more, but Logan can't fix his financial mess without help. My aunt even suggested that I should give Logan part of the inheritance, no strings attached, because family comes first. But I can't help but feel that bailing him out now would just enable him to keep making bad choices. It's tearing the family apart. Logan is hardly speaking to me, and everyone seems to be taking sides. I just don't think I should have to sacrifice my own future because he was irresponsible with his. Am I the a-hole?